Need to. The stability in our economy is absolutely vital as a stepping stone to getting onto those missions. Welcome to Back Britain Unfold. So when people say, look, you should be making all these spending commitments, reports of Keir Starmer's private discussions with Tony Blair spark major debate. You're not going to believe what's just come out. While the headlines were busy covering economic numbers and party polls, a very different kind of story was quietly bubbling in the background. One involving Labour leader Keir Starmer and former Prime Minister Tony Blair. Now, it's not every day you hear those two names together in the same breath, let alone in the same sentence involving private discussions, but here we are. And according to new reports, those conversations actually happened. So what's going on here? It started with a piece from a well-connected political columnist who claimed that senior sources in Westminster were talking off the record about Starmer holding more than one private meeting with Blair over the past several months. We're not talking about public party events or speeches. These were described as closed-door catch-ups, the kind that don't appear on official schedules. No cameras, no press releases, just two of the most recognisable Labour figures of the past 3 decades behind closed doors. And that's where the intrigue comes in, because the moment those reports hit social media, the speculation machine went into overdrive. Some saw it as a smart move. Starmer seeking advice from one of Labour's only leaders to win multiple general elections. Others saw it as a warning sign. The return of old Blairite influence in a party Starmer has been reshaping under his own leadership. One tweet that went viral said, "If Starmer's taking strategy tips from Blair, get ready for a shift in tone." Another was more sceptical. "We didn't want a Blair 2.0, but this looks like it." Let's be fair here. It's not unusual for party leaders to talk to former leaders. These kinds of conversations happen more than people realise, but the reason this one is making waves comes down to timing. Starmer is heading into what could be the most defining general election of his career. Polls show Labour ahead, but the lead isn't bulletproof. One wrong move could tighten the race overnight. And Blair, for all his controversies, still carries the reputation of being the last Labour leader to deliver a decisive victory. So naturally, people are asking, if these reports are true, what exactly are they talking about? Inside Westminster, the whispers vary. Some say the discussions have been about campaign strategy, messaging, media, voter targeting. Others believe it's about foreign policy positioning, particularly with global instability creeping higher on the news agenda. An unnamed MP told The Independent, "If you want to understand how to win big in British politics, you could do worse than talk to Blair." But whether that's the right move for Starmer's image is another question entirely. This is where the politics of perception come in. For some voters, Blair still represents a golden era of Labour. Strong majorities, economic growth, big public investments. For others, his name is forever tied to the Iraq War and what they see as a betrayal of public trust. So, the fact Starmer is even being linked to private meetings with Blair is enough to stir emotions on both sides. And let's not forget, this isn't the first time the two have been connected in headlines. In past interviews, Blair has praised Starmer's discipline and serious approach to leadership. Starmer, in turn, has been careful, acknowledging Blair's electoral success without fully embracing the Blair brand. But private talks, that's different. That's personal, and it suggests there's more happening behind the curtain than the public is being told. Reactions from the Conservative side were quick. One Tory MP tweeted, "Looks like New Labour is back, same faces, same playbook." This was today's important update. We want to make it clear that our videos do not contain any kind of misinformation. Our only goal is to deliver true and verified news from across the UK, right here on Britain Unfold. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the Britain Unfold channel. Thank you. A senior Conservative strategist went further in a radio interview, saying, "If Labour's future is just its past recycled, voters will see through it." Meanwhile, Labour officials have stayed tight-lipped. No denials, no confirmations, just a wall of silence, which, as any political watcher knows, is the fastest way to keep speculation alive. Social media hasn't cooled down either. On Facebook, long posts are circulating, debating whether this is a sign of experience, guiding leadership, or a power shift inside the party. On TikTok, political influencers are dissecting every old clip of Blair and Starmer side by side, hunt.